All right, so we're going to, again, transform these equilateral triangles with 3-inch sides into the pattern blocks. And I want to give a shout out to Karen Camp. She was kind enough to give me a nice collection of wooden pattern blocks back during the quarantine when we were closed, and I just really appreciate her doing that. So thanks, Karen. All right, so again, the goal was to use just paper folding, no measuring, just paper folding, to yield each of these pattern blocks from an equilateral triangle. Now, some of them are easier than others. You can probably guess which ones are going to be a little bit easier. So I may combine and do like a couple of shapes per video, but a couple of the shapes are a little bit trickier and they're going to get their own videos. So I'm actually going to start with the equilateral triangle, okay? Now, when you make the folds to produce the big equilateral triangle, again, we're trying to get an equilateral triangle with a 1-inch side because it's sort of the standard measurement for pattern blocks. So this is 3 times bigger, right? Well, when you made your folds for your original equilateral triangle, you've got the centroid of the triangle right here. Okay, I'm just going to mark that with my pencil. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold one of the vertices in to that centroid. Okay? So that triangle that I just folded there is the 1-inch equilateral triangle. And I'll just quickly color it green here. All right? So if you were challenging students to this, you could ask them, well, how many of those equilateral triangles, those 1-inch equilateral triangles, could you get from this 3-inch equilateral triangle? And then it brings up a great conversation about similarity and proportion and scaling, dilations, all right? So there's that. Now, let's continue doing that. Let's take the other vertices and fold them in to the centroid, okay? And again, I'll just sort of quickly color those, indicating that those are the green equilateral triangle pattern blocks. And what's left on the sort of inside of the shape? Well, you've got your yellow hexagon. So let me grab a yellow marker here, a yellow Sharpie, and just quickly color that so that you can see that hexagon. And then I'll take some scissors here and I'll just snip off the equilateral triangles at the creases. Okay, so there you go. All right, so from one equilateral triangle, I was able to produce the yellow hexagon and 3 of the green equilateral triangles. In the next video, we will produce the red trapezoid and the blue rhombus.